a new pair of running shoes, and bam, ads for them are suddenly all over your feed. It's not magic, and it's definitely not a coincidence. The real answer is that companies have gotten incredibly good at understanding their market, and at sensing and satisfying what they think you need. To really get how they do this, we've got to start with the most fundamental idea of all. So, what exactly is a market? The answer might surprise you.
Now, most of us think of a market as a place, right? Like a farmer's market or a mall. But for a marketer, nope. A market isn't a place at all. It's people. Specifically, it's any group of people that has three key things: a need they want to satisfy, the money to actually do it, and, this is the crucial part, the willingness to spend that money.
All right, so a market is a group of potential buyers. Got it. But here's the thing, not all buyers are created equal. We can basically split this whole idea into two massive, very different worlds. And who's doing the buying? Well, that changes everything.
So in one world, you've got the consumer market. That's us. You, me, our families, just regular people buying stuff for our own personal use, like toothpaste or a new phone. But then you have this other giant world, the organizational market. This is where businesses sell to other businesses or to governments or to hospitals, buying things they need to operate. The whole game is different because the reason for buying is different. Is it for you or is it for the business?
And this leads to a huge difference in scale. I mean, just look at this. The consumer market has millions, sometimes billions of individual buyers. But the organizational market, way, way fewer. A company selling steel might only have a handful of customers. But those customers are giant car companies placing absolutely massive orders. So fewer buyers, but they're much, much bigger.
And these two markets are totally connected by this really cool principle called derived demand. It's simple, but it's powerful. The only reason the organizational market exists is because we, the consumers, are buying stuff. Think about it. If we all just stopped buying cars tomorrow, then car companies would have zero reason to buy steel or tires or glass. The demand for steel is derived from our demand for cars. It all starts with us.
Okay, so a company gets it. There are different markets. But you can't just try to sell to everybody. That's a surefire way to waste a ton of money. So how do they narrow it down? How do they find their people? This is where modern marketing gets really, really precise.
This quote right here absolutely nails the strategy. For a long time, marketing was like a shotgun. You'd just blast a message out there and hope you hit somebody, anybody. But that's old school. Today, it's a rifle approach. You don't aim at the whole crowd. You carefully identify a specific target and you aim right for it.
And the weapon of choice for this rifle approach? It's called market segmentation. It's just the formal name for the process of taking that big, messy, diverse market and carving it up into smaller, neater groups. The whole point is to create these little pockets where everyone inside that group is similar in some important way.
This whole rifle thing really boils down to a super powerful three-step playbook. First, you segment. That's dividing the market pie into slices. Second, you target. That's deciding which slice of that pie looks the tastiest, the one you're going to go after. And third, you position, which is all about making sure that your chosen slice sees your product in a very specific, very appealing light. Segment, target, position. It's the core of modern marketing.
So let's get down to the nitty-gritty. How do marketers actually do it? How are they slicing up that pie? What are the knives they use? Well, there are a few main ways.
Marketers have about 4 main toolkits for this. They can slice the market by where people live, that's geographic, or by how they act, that's behavioral. But let's zoom in on the 2 big ones that really get to the heart of who you are and why you do what you do: demographics and psychographics.
First up, demographics. This is the most common place to start because it's based on cold, hard facts. It's stuff you can measure: age, gender, income, occupation, education level. It's all about the who. Who is this person? Demographics give a company a clear statistical picture of their potential customer.
But knowing who someone is, that's only half the battle. To really connect, marketers need to understand why people buy. And that, my friends, is where psychographics come in. This goes way beyond the data. This is about your lifestyle, your values, your personality. Are you a risk taker? Are you an eco-warrior? Are you all about luxury?
This is the why behind the buy.
So what happens when a company gets really good at combining all these strategies, when they blend your demographics with your psychographics? Well, the end result is marketing that feels, well, like it was made just for you.
This all leads us to the absolute cutting edge, something called mass customization. This is the holy grail. It's where technology allows a company to treat millions of customers like individuals. It's combining the efficiency of the assembly line with the personal touch of a custom tailor. Think about building your own computer online, or getting an email with recommendations that are eerily spot on. That's mass customization in action. So here's your takeaway. The next time you're scrolling and you see an ad that seems just a little too perfect, I want you to stop. And I want you to think like a marketer. Ask yourself, okay, how did they do that? How did they use who I am, what I believe, and what I've done to decide that I was the target? Thanks for watching.